big shout out to executive producer Christina Jones, who's sponsoring Community Reactions. Her insight and breakdowns are next level, and she has helped our channel out plenty of times. Check out Black Girl Couch Reviews Podcast, a solo talk, unfiltered recap of your favorite TV shows geared to make you laugh. Link to the podcast is in the video description below. Be sure to check it out.
Welcome back to another Real Talk reaction. This one is for the Expanse Season 5, Episode 8.
And we got executive producer Christina saying, "My heart broke for Naomi in this episode. In a lot of ways, history repeated itself with Sin, the coward and unable to supersede Marco's will. Philip, now Naomi at her age, under the exact same spell as she was and completely under the thralls of his father, despite how much he really does want to be his own person. She had on a mother's blinders from jump that she could somehow save her son so effortlessly when she had to literally almost die to run away to escape him the first time. It's rather poetic it comes to that the second time." That's a good point.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad. I too was geeked on the flashbacks. I could have taken a whole season of flashbacks. I too hate that he is so good at his emotional manipulation and natural charisma that he channels for egotistical glory. It's why seeing him go one-on-one with Naomi is so glorious, because while he definitely knows where to draw blood, she knows how to deliver body blows that genuinely hurt.
Yeah.
Those was genuine butthurt tears, and with moments they were teenagers, and within moments they were teenagers again. Makes her screaming "I hate you" from the room hit in familiar ways. Then you question, how could I possibly make such a horrible mistake? Anyway, she got over him and away from him. He never got over her, and did you see him actually think about that kiss? He was halfway in before he told himself he better not, and to leave with some of his dignity. But then he made her pay for it, as he demonstrated once again her helplessness in the face of his will. She'll never hate her son, but he can make him hate her. In the book, it's a little bit more clear that she intends, after the reveal of Marco's plans, which he really shouldn't have bragged about, to convince everyone she killed herself so they don't just come back and get her.
Always monologue.
Despite him saying he'll put her on the float, he also said she's not leaving again, so she opts to space jump, which we saw her do rather well last season after Lucia, but with a vac suit that I'm sure Kirk Darling will go into detail just how crazy and messed up it is to consider and have that done to your body. I mean, we saw her eye almost pop out of her head, so I'm already like, this is insane.
Yeah.
It wasn't adrenaline she had, but you saw it when Jim rescued Monica. That cinnamon roll space battle was just orgasmic space porn. Alright, and then we got... wrong way. Executive producer Lisette saying, "Love the reaction, guys. This episode was fire, and I loved everything about it from start to finish. Marco is a total savage. His manipulation throughout this episode was epic, and I loved it. The most impressive thing about him in this episode was how calm and collected he was throughout this episode, because while he was doing all the things, he was also making sure Proto-Molecule was safe and his plans are going exactly as planned. Also, I feel bad for Naomi because I knew this would happen when she set up for this mission, but the writers tried to fool me with that heart-to-heart between her and Philip, but I knew the outcome would be the same, because Philip is totally dependent on his father and he has been following orders since he was a child. And that scene where Marco's crew were chanting Philip's name proved how much he still needs his father, and I think Philip himself realized it too.
It's hard to break that.
That bond. Yeah. Naomi's final scene almost gave me a heart attack with that gangster move, because I really thought she was going to die.
Yeah, me too.
But her plan was even more ridiculous, and how she survived, that was beyond me, because there was no way she could make the jump and catch Chezimoka, which was moving away from Pella's airlock, and open the airlock and get in without a vac suit.
I mean, I think you only got like about 2 minutes. Max.
Can't wait for the next episode. It's going to be amazing from here on out. I feel like it's been amazing this whole time.
Yeah, it's been really good the whole time.
Alright, we got Alex coming through on YouTube to say, yes, the music is indeed epic in the background throughout the whole season. We have Anubis Black coming through to say, Naomi Nagata, the most badass belter that ever lived. Hell yeah. Techno Pirate comes through to say, Marco and the crew forgot Naomi Nagata is always the smartest person in the room. Also, the hypo spray wasn't adrenaline, that was oxygenated blood. This is the same stuff Holden used to save Monica earlier when she was in the storage crate.
Oh, right, okay.
When she was in that, like, brought her back to life.
Okay, I think I probably call it adrenaline.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Okay, it makes sense for it to be oxygen. Yeah.
Bull was one heck of a pilot. When he told Holden he could handle the Rossi, I thought, yeah, right. Yeah, he definitely held that.
Yeah.
Held that down. Then we have Maren B. Cole saying, things are heating up. In my humble opinion, Dominique Tipper should be nominated for a Golden Globe or an Emmy. Great reaction, guys. And that's who plays Naomi. So totally agree.
Okay.
100%. All right, those are the comments. Let's get into episode 8 right now.
This must be some kind of old people song. The ones who could manage to leave probably did.
I hope this was an act of kindness.
Maybe it was.
What are we gonna do when we get to Baltimore?
I don't know exactly. It's the safest place for us that I could think of.
This is what the world's gonna be like now?
At least for a while.
We need to get out of here. I saw a suborbital ship flying when we were on the road.
If you know we can hitch a ride on one, don't hold back.
Do you know where we might find a ship? It'd be really hard for us to get there by ourselves.
We're gonna need help then.
Let's go back to Baltimore.
Yeah.
Where my old boys are at. Even though they said next time I come back, they'll kill me. But maybe this is different circumstances.
And why would you think that they're all still there? I'll hope they won't be still there, so that I can just use all the shit.
Brother, you were there at the beginning. And you were supposed to be there at the end. You saw what happened?
Yes.
Tell me.
Goodness, girl. Is she like in super intense pain? Is that like what's happening?
Who shit was that?
Did they strip everything out of it? Is that what she's worrying about?
Was that her shit when she came in on? Because I thought he used that as a decoy.
It's a Chattanooga or whatever.
Alright, got that. She got one half bloodshot.
For him.
Well, it is for me. Not going on a suicide mission just to save his girlfriend.
Anything larger than these should be stored under the vault of the mountain.
We're all tired here.
Never see so many dead bodies in one ship before.
They look like they were a faction. They were. Mata Kubilia. In the tribunal we held, they voted death for Marco.
That's nothing to do with us.
How can you act like this? Like nothing's changed.
Nothing has changed. The last ship we salvaged, we emptied water tank, collect fuel pellet, pulled data core, and comb buffer. And we just did the same thing now. We salvage. This is what we do.
We're not salvagers. We're scavengers. Marco kills those who divide him and we pick the bodies clean. We pressurize him.
Tutorial path. Don't care much for how you've done to your smell, but they're guns. The guns are excellent. We resume patrol at the sign. Serial mile out.
Such a chair.
You want to be in charge?
Any missiles?
No. Looks like they use all of
And the Medina station is critical to the economic fortune of the belt.
And even if they were to support Naros, their offensive capabilities are very limited.
A few dozen Belter torpedoes at best.
What have they provoked us? We enter the ring, and railgun Medina station into scrap.
We seem to be waiting for Naros to make his next move, instead of us making our first one. Our citizens need to see that we can apply pressure. How can we flush them out?
We cut them off at the knees. We have put together proportional response strike packages. Hygeia and Iapetus Station are good targets. The Belters on both have traditionally been more radically inclined than most, but Palace Station is the one I think we should focus on. Anaros has roots there. Station is a refinery, fuel provider, and strategic location with many Belters.
They grew up. That's where she went back and saw
and other
Naomi,
opiate territories.
Palace Station.
How many Belters are on that station?
Between 9 and 13,000.
Can you give us an estimate of how many are actual Anaros loyalists?
We believe it's a high percentage, but it's a hard number to assess.
So the majority of casualties could still be innocent civilians.
It's like the millions and counting of ours that they killed.
This is no different than the strike on Deimos. That was a bold move, and it was the right move.
I believed that at the time, and I do understand the Admiral's argument of a proportional response, but Deimos was an entirely different situation.
How?
Deimos was a military base. Palace is not.
The OPA doesn't have military bases.
If we start murdering innocent Belters, we will radicalize every Belter who does not support Inoris. Then we won't be fighting a faction anymore. We'll be fighting the entire belt.
We already are fighting the entire belt. They're just not wearing uniforms.
Which is another reason why this shouldn't even be considered an option.
Marco Inaros doesn't speak for all Belters.
He acted like he does in his broadcast.
Let's table this for now. What's the current state of our relief efforts outside Philadelphia?
Our operations centers in Pittsburgh and Syracuse are both reporting
Yeah,
significant
of course.
casualty missions.
We're gonna have to talk later.
They're just gonna keep repeating their same mistakes
Yeah.
over and over. Like,
I mean, I get it. We need a response, babe.
but the reason why they threw asteroids at Earth was because we keep killing their innocents. Like,
So we gonna do it again?
What
But
are
they did throw an asteroid at Earth.
but because of all of our actions before that, we are culpable.
Yeah. So what do you do then?
Definitely not that option.
You want another option?
Yes, they were coming up with other options, not just blowing up innocent people.
Okay. So you would demand another option, is what you're saying. Said Naomi got those folks. You ain't getting your hand down there, let alone your wrist.
Right. That was a proper F word. She's like struggling. They're trying to lure her to the ship. They're trying to lure everybody to the ship so they can blow them up. That distress call is supposed to be Naomi.
Oh. Oh, but why? I thought the workers think she dead.
Pause it. The ship is supposed to be a decoy. Yeah, she was never supposed to be on the ship.
Yeah.
The distress single is supposed to hold
Just
it
so
to hear
it can
it.
blow up?
Yeah, and Holden and them come to save her, and then they blow it up and potentially kill a Holden. Like, it's a decoy to end up killing.
Just to lure Holden him over.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now she on there for real.
She got on here specifically because she knew that was the plan.
Oh. If you don't get on this goddamn hook.
Ooh, she is broken into pieces.
It would just be a bunch of F-bombs. That would be just, you know what? Good thing she's smart.
She's a dope babe.
At least you turn that shit off.
Did it turn it off though?
I don't hear it no more. She's trying to communicate with it.
Strain sensor what? She's so fucking smart.
Exactly what they're showing us.
What is she thinking about? Is that the airlock?
Where are you going now?
Girl, what are you doing?
No oxygen connection.
What is she doing? No, because she's bringing out her own mirror. She's gonna end up passing herself out.
My name is Naomi Nagata, and I'm aboard the freighter Chetsumoka. An automated distress call in my voice is being broadcast from this ship. It is a lie. A simulation to lure the Rocinante into a trap.
Mm-hmm.
The Chetsumoka is a bomb. There are tampering sensors on the nav controls and the thrusters, which are connected to the reactor. I believe a proximity detonator has been set.
I'm not sure I can.
You got any more of these, kid?
Not on this ship. Maybe so on the mountain. You better recycle that.
I thought you were making kibble.
You want kibble? You cook then.
I hope Serge is being treated well.
Why wouldn't he be?
If I was on that ship, every day he'd be looking over my shoulder.
That's your problem. You keep looking back and not looking at the things you can control.
Leave her alone.
I'm just trying to help her.
Shutting up would be a good start. Don't talk to him like that. I wouldn't have to if he showed me you some respect.
It's okay. I know you didn't mean to be cruel.
Joseph, you fill up my bottle too.
Yeah, it's fine.
See? It's all okay.
It's not okay.
Lay off.
Have mine.
That's your mess. You clean it up.
It's adorable. It's like a little bit of like kid-like fun.
We were arguing, but let's just deal with this moment. We all fucked. I just want everybody to realize that.
There's a whole lot of nothing along every Free Navy ship heading we projected out from Bulgaria.
They must have altered course when they spotted us. I'm going to scan the emergency channels. Any ships the Free Navy attacks will send out a mayday.
Oh, she might get
help narrow our search area.
Good thinking. If we don't find Naomi soon, we're gonna need to make a pit stop and resupply at Igea. I think they got a Los Compadres at that station.
I don't know how you can stand that place.
Everyone needs to be a compadre.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Holy shit.
I think I found her.
There's no way to tell if any of these ships are Naros.
So we have to assemble any Belter ships we encounter outside with them. And we don't have enough bullets to get into a shooting match with all of them. Any ships change course, let me know.
It's like, I don't give a fuck.
Captain.
I'm getting my girl back.
We just got a message from the Razorback.
Here we go. You hear the music? The music?
Jim, we just picked up an automated distress call on one of the emergency channels. It's Naomi. We found her.
Oh, it's the old one.
I'm no control. Please return to them.
It's not her.
It's not the right one. Ugh.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Yes, Admiral. Can I offer you a drink?
No. Thank you.
In the sit room, I felt like you were holding back from saying what you really wanted to about the proportionate response.
My job is to present options to you, sir, that's all.
Speak your mind.
Okay.
I think we should blow up Palace Station. Show Inaros and the rest of the belt that they shouldn't have fucked with us.
I agree we need a response, but it has to be the right one.
My job isn't to assess morality. This is simply what we need to do. The families, the victims, all the people on our planet, they need to see that we're fighting back. The Belters struck our home. We need to strike back at theirs.
I think it kind of should be an essential part of your job to include morality as far as what your defense and military plans are.
If you're gonna be in
Your blood
charge.
is on his hands, not yours.
We're all going to have blood on our hands before this is over.
Well, if it's more theirs, I'll take it.
Okay. So we're gonna sit you down. We're gonna let you play the
Thank you
back.
for your candor, Admiral. Lovely home.
Remember, because he's like a progressive guy. Like he just wanted to do the right thing in his transportation thing. Yeah, he ain't a Hulk. Okay.
This is Alex from all the way back. Screaming firehawk for now. Now we heard your call. We are burning hard now.
Yeah.
Raise it back out.
Don't tell her. I mean, she already. She said you couldn't sit and shit.
Oh God. Is she gonna just blow it up before they get there? Oh my God, what's she gonna do? She's gonna blow it up. Why is she memorizing it?
One.
Please retransmit. Tell them to hold on up. Calm is not responding.
Maybe she's doing it so she knows if she's keeping her mental state.
A lot more intact on this leg. Meteor find 2 torpedo in the hole.
That's good. That's what happens when you put fewer holes in it. Keep me updated.
Aye, Captain.
How long before the salvage is complete?
A while, if we had to be thorough.
As soon as it's done, we burn for Ceres Station.
Ceres? Why?
Marcos suspect the Inas will be moving ships to shut down trade routes. We have orders to join the Syria Mal and Koto and engage any Inas ship we encounter.
Understood.
Okay.
Good.
Captain, we picked up a distress call.
It's gonna be the right one.
What's the situation? Set a course for that ship. DeWalt and Motain will remain here to continue the salvage.
You can't help her.
Watch me.
Naomi is not about that ship.
How would you know?
Because she's dead.
This is gonna.
Was about the Bella when you were there. Feel it, brother. Naomi had gone looking for him, and he wanted to know who his mother really was. And he found out when he watched her walk out of the airlock. Instead of staying with the family, she abandoned her life.
This is gonna be the last straw for a drummer. She's not gonna be able to take it anymore.
Yeah.
Just a sin. Part of a bigger plan that you need not know about.
You are lying.
I don't care if you believe me. The truth is, Naomi Nagata was a traitor to the belt. And now she's dead. I'll shine you now.
That's it. Drummer is out. I wish she would have heard the right message though. Yeah. It's more like. Yeah. Yep. Naomi. It's turned off. It's turned off.
This is my God. If you get this message, please retransmit. Tell James all that I'm in distress. Comms are not responding. I have no control. Please retransmit. This is Naomi Nagata.
Is she cutting it so that it changes up the message?
Please retransmit. Tell Nicole that I'm in distress. Comm is not responding. I have no control.
Oh, she remixing it so it
Yeah.
sound like.
She's splicing it, I think.
If you get this, please retransmit.
Hi, what a crap.
Tell James I'm in distress. Comm is not responding. I have no control.
Get out of there.
Ah.
Sorry about what happened earlier. Drummer's famous temper. It was fun to see. This new situation has been very hard on us. You're making it hard on yourselves. Drummer is captain. But only as long as she follows Marco's orders. She needs to understand that. Now, Doctor, you really think that will work? It has to. I was close to Naomi Nagata once. Really? A long time ago. What happened? Naomi stopped believing in what we was fighting for. We were family then.
like she's trying to use the comparison to
you did.
Mm-hmm.
She turned her back on us and left. That's when I knew that she only truly cared about herself. What is it? Did this dress code just stop? Yeah, it wasn't supposed to.
Why did the message change? Could someone be on the ship?
Why she got?
Could it be Naomi?
It can't be. It's impossible.
I thought y'all
She's dead.
Alright, that was episode 5-8, and wow, what a dramatic episode. Pretty much a solo episode for Naomi, man. And you feel every minute of her pain trying to do something, to figure something out. Her whole strategy was to get to the wire that controls the transponder of the message, which she did. She put the remix on it, and I don't know if that was, like you said, to bring more people there or just to let people know that it is somebody on the ship. I'm thinking it's to let somebody know that somebody's on the ship and that somebody could be me. The one that the thing is.
But that's already what the original message was saying. So, like, that's literally what the message was saying.
Yeah.
Like, come get me, I'm on the ship.
Come get me, I don't know. But obviously, she wasn't just letting it go to let people just not come to the ship. Or, whatever. I don't know. But obviously, she don't want to stay there forever. She might be at the point where she don't want them to get killed. You're right. And so, please don't come over here. But why would you go through all that to do that? Because now you're just making it even more suspicious of come to the ship and check this out, what's going on. It's definitely obvious now. So, yeah, and the response for the new president of the world, of the Earth, I mean, he's in a pickle. What are you gonna do? You gonna murder him again, and then, like you said, babe, start the cycle over again of just murdering the OPA? It would be a very, very tough decision right now. But a lot of things are about to come to fruition, and I don't know how this thing gonna shake out, but it ain't finna be good for somebody, that's for sure. And I just don't know. It's just a lot going on right now, but still very entertaining. This was a very dramatic and emotional episode right here, and it was just good all the way around. So episode 8, man, I can't wait for 9.
Man, Dominique Tipper is showing all her cards this season as far as her acting capabilities. Like, I felt every moment of her suffering. I was like, God damn, it feels so real. Like, you feel like she's struggling for every breath. Like, every movement hurts. Everything she's doing is a self-sacrifice to save Holden and her family. Like, God damn, did I feel that. And the last moment, as far as her pushing all her limits just to be able to create that break in the sequence. I'm so interested in seeing how it plays out, because again, to me, it just kind of establishes the fact that she is in fact there. I'm wondering what the actual it was difficult to make out what the actual message. It sounds like this is Naomi Nagata, and I lost control. I'm thinking that's what the message is supposed to say now that she's edited, and maybe that will allow them to be like, hold up, we can't just run up in here. Like, she wouldn't have said that, or she wouldn't have changed the messaging. That's what I'm assuming. Yeah, be cautious.
Yeah.
But I thought that whole sequence was dramatic as all hell. Like, so intense. You're just like, oh my God, can you please stop? But I understand why you can't. So all of that was really good. But I have to say, too, Peaches and Timmy were the greatest thing ever. Like, that whole opening sequence with them both using the potty, was so effing adorable. Amos sitting on the roof, watching Peaches interact in a way that's really humanizing and empathetic to get Eric onto their side, and Amos just checking both of them, is this conversation going well? Because I don't read these cues. I just thought that was so brilliant and so great writing, and I can't believe how much I like Peaches right now, and how well they did with her character as far as getting her character development.
And I think she would be a part of our crew if they can get back to the moon, then they bounce from the moon and get to Holden, which it's gonna have to be on a military ship, obviously, to get all the way over there. But I think that's the that's where we're going for there to get Holden back to Rosinante, and then we'll go from there. But I think that's what they about to do: get the Luna, and then bounce over to join the war.
And then my other point was just in reference to the political dynamics of the episode. I totally agree. Like we were having that whole conversation watching the episode. It's like, what are we doing now? Now it seems like Christian and Delgado are like on opposite ends of the spectrum again, which is like, this is like history repeating itself. Like this is not great. And then lastly, Drummer. I thought Drummer did a fantastic job this episode too. Like she is at her wit's end. Like that was her last blow. I think the Naomi possible death. That she's like, I can't continue to do this. Like I can't fake it. And I think the character from Marcos, I don't know her name, the girl from Marcos's ship, as far as having that conversation with Drummer's second and like trying to weave this story plot about potentially letting her go off on her own. I just it's such brilliant writing leading up to super stressful last 2 episodes. I can feel all the
you know how that's gonna go.
All the intensity is like building right now, so I know these next 2 episodes are gonna be fire. But like again, MVP, the GOAT, goes to Naomi Nagata, hands down.
For sure. All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for The Expanse, Season 5, Episode number 8. And until next time, people, peace.